Joining us right now, a young lady that opened up eyes, broke a record, and put FC London on the map in their debut, winning on the weekend over Woodbridge 2-0. Jade Kovacevic joins us now. Jade, welcome.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
I'm very good. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about that game against Woodbridge. The weather wasn't great. I saw a picture after the game tweeted out. You were full of mud from head to bottom, and it looked like you guys had a blast, but you left it all out there.
Yeah, it was a great match from start to finish. I mean, both teams showed up and performed, and two different styles of play were clashing. And just like you said, it was raining all day before, and the field was completely waterlogged. But we managed to play through it, and our team persevered and stuck to the game plan, and it turned out we had a good night.
Let's talk about your debut with FC London. What an amazing season you have had. 27 goals, a league record in League 1 Ontario Women's Division, but also your club. First-class run, first-class organization. The fans are unbelievable. Talk about it.
Absolutely. I mean, as a first-year organization, we've done a really good job of creating awareness within London and within the soccer community. So every home game we have, our fans are phenomenal. I mean, any player that comes to play at the Cove compliments and always says what a wonderful environment they create for us to play in. And, yeah, I mean, it just gives the players on the field a little bit of extra motivation, and I really think that they were a huge backbone to us having such a successful season this year.
Not only wonderful, it's fierce. It's a European atmosphere. I've been there at a men's game. I'll be up there in the next season for a women's game. But it's a beautiful atmosphere. The beer tent, sausages going, music playing. The field is probably one of our best in League 1 Ontario. And the fans are in a position to watch the game and enjoy everything there.
Absolutely. It's a great atmosphere and venue for us to play at. And it's very secluded, too. So having one entrance and having the fans so close to the field makes it so much more real. And, you know, we get involved as much as they do, you know what I mean? So it's a great for both sides.
Lifting that trophy, 27 goals as a league record. I'm sure you would take that trophy over all those goals because I know you're a team person first and then an individual second. What a victory that was.
Very, very much so. It's a team effort from back to front. We were almost perfect to our game plan, and it's not about who scores. It's about you know, our team from our defenders all the way through our mids and to our strikers. So everybody who is part of the play and providing me, you know, a ball on a platter, it's just my job to put it in the back of the net. So for sure, it feels really good to win this together as a group.
So Jade, let's be honest. Let's put the cards on the table here. We don't sugarcoat it. We get right into it. We're honest. We're brutally honest. There has to be another challenge for you. There has to be another journey. 27 goals in League 1 Ontario. You tore it up. But is the next challenge for you Europe? NWSL, what's next?
You know, that's a really great question. I'm open to any doors, honestly. I would love to travel overseas and play. I think that's definitely something that's in the cards for me. Also, NWSL, a great competitive environment. Definitely, if offered an opportunity, I would hop on it and try that out as well because I'm definitely looking to expand my career and continue with whatever's thrown at me for my next step.
So if the phone rings and it's head coach of Team Canada, John Herdman, what does Jade say from him inviting you to come and join the group?
Absolutely. I would love to take another stab at the national program. Just, you know, in a different position this time.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Let's talk about the competition in League 1 Ontario. I mean, there's not many leagues all over North America for women. And I think the competition, a lot of people really haven't had a chance to watch that are maybe in other provinces in this country or down south in the US of A. But I know for a fact each and every League 1 women's games at the start of the season and somewhere closer to the end, NCAA coaches come up here in droves.
Yes. I mean, just like you mentioned at the beginning of the season, the top of the league was very tight. There were 4 or 5 teams all neck to neck and winning, losing here and there, and things were unpredictable. So, yes, the quality of this league was very, very high, and those that weren't able to see it, you know, there was former U20 national players, there was former ex-national players, not only from Canada but from other countries as well. So that also, provides the quality and raises the intensity between the teams and, creates that environment for the competitive level. So if anyone was watching the last game this past weekend, some were saying to me that it looked like a rugby match because people were so physical, the game was so intense and fast-paced that, even until the last game of the season almost, the quality was still there. So
let's talk about your head coach. That last game you talked about, he got emotional after that win, and you could sense that he was proud and really embracing the whole moment. Talk about how he treated you and how he treated the team.
It's very difficult to put into words because Mike Markosha changed the game for me on a whole new level. I mean, he showed me a different side to learning, to growing as a striker and as an attacking player, and completely changed my style of play and my look on the game. He also introduced me to coaching in this same year, so I also have gained a different perspective on and off the field. And he also took local talent from London here and created a winning team. And within a first year turnover, within 4 or 5 months or however long it took, it speaks for itself. His quality as an individual, as a coach, he earned everything he deserved this season for sure.
Jade, let's talk about the group as a whole, the team, the coaches. You spend a lot of time traveling on buses, in cars. Who's the prankster amongst you guys to keep it all loosey-goosey? Because you're in that car quite a bit, traveling all over Ontario. Who's the prankster on the team?
For sure. I mean, road trips are always special because we have a very unique group of individuals, but I would say the prankster goes to our keeper, Emily Gillett. All goalies are a little bit crazier than most other soccer players, so she's definitely the comic relief for this team.
Who's the political professor that's in that car and in that bus talking about Trump and Clinton? Who's talking about Trudeau? Who's talking about all the politics and all that stuff? Which player?
That would be our starting left fullback before she went off to school, Sierra Thomas. Before she went off to the University of New Brunswick, she loves and is very, very knowledgeable within politics. So she always had something to say about that.
The fashionista on the team, who's that?
That would be, I think, our Robin Scott. Yes.
Interesting. And the last one?
Oh, yeah.
And the last one, who is the best cook amongst you all? Especially, again, spending a lot of time on the road, a lot of snacks must be taken with you, but I'm sure you had some good barbecues and stuff. Who's the best cook amongst you all?
Well, this, again, speaks to the kind of person that Mike Markosha is. He went out of his way more than once to cook pasta for the entire team before our game, whether it was an evening game and he would go out and buy bags and provide it for us, or if it was 6 a.m. and we were on the bus, he would cook pasta for the team and make sure we had a good meal before we went out on the pitch. So he would definitely be the cook and the caretaker for the team.
Really? Well, you go back and tell Mike tonight I'm disappointed in him because I saw him at the Kia training grounds with TFC taking on FC London, and I've seen him at a lot of other games of League 1 Ontario. I've never saw him bring me a plate of pasta. Shame on him.
I'll be sure to pass that along to him.
You better. Now listen, a little birdie told me you've applied for an Italian passport. Is that true, and why?
I have applied for my Italian citizenship. My dad's mother, so my nonna, is Italian, and I'm just looking to open more doors for myself, so playing overseas could be a little bit easier for me, and also the leagues that I can play in can be more available and stuff like that. So also it will allow me to live over there and make some money for myself. So why not get my Italian citizenship when I'm still young?
And eat much better than we eat here, that's for sure, on a daily basis, I can tell you that. Fresh, wholesome, good food. Listen, before we let you go, Jade, I want you to talk to the young girls out there. I want you to talk to the young girls that maybe don't have the confidence that you have now as a professional, as a young lady that's gone through a lot of wins and losses. Talk to them because some of them might be struggling with confidence. They might be on the bench and maybe their coach doesn't believe in them. Maybe they've had a couple rough games. Maybe as a goalkeeper they've let one in. But they want to live the dream that you're living. You've had an opportunity to wear the national jersey, to play for a wonderful organization, and maybe now you're going to go overseas and continue on. Talk to those young girls.
All I have to say is keep pushing. If you have a dream, keep it in mind, and don't let anybody tell you differently. If it's what you want, then go get it. I mean, it's not going to come easily, and I definitely had to put in a lot of work on the field, off the field, on my own time, just to get ahead, because can definitely say that it's not all natural talent. I mean, it's not all natural ability out there. Even the best players do a lot of extra work on the side. So, you know, if you commit yourself to it and you dedicate yourself, then you'll see hard work pay off in time. And just to keep focused, and there isn't always one path for players. There's definitely more than one, and however you choose to get there, as long as you get there, then.
And what's the what's the word of advice, Jade, you want to give to the parents too? Because I learned the hard way. I have two sons; they're out of the system now. And the firstborn, after each and every game, I dissected till I was blue in the face, and I'd drive them nuts all the way home. The second one, I learned to shut my mouth, let the kid play, let him battle his own battles. But I had to step in a few times because he had a couple clowns as coaches and too young of an age to defend himself. So I stuck in. Give some advice to some of the parents out there.
I think, just like you said, it's important for kids to make their own mistakes and learn from them, because that's how you grow as a player. And no experience or no moment is the same on the pitch. So, yeah, let them make their mistakes and give your advice where you can, but let the coach do the coaching and let the players do the playing. And you give your advice and you be the support system and the provider, and let the kid grow on their own.
And I'm sure your family backed you from day one all the way up until this time, and they will continue to back you. They've put the gas in the gas tank. They've taken days off work. They've lost many family events to see you smile and enjoy your dream, your passion, and I'm sure that they're smiling and happy for you today. Jade Kovacevic, congratulations again on a season, a personal great season, but also with club, and continued success in the future.
Thank you very much, Anthony, for having me.
Pleasure is all mine. A star on the rise, head coach John Herdman. Watch some highlights. Watch some of this young lady, the way she commanded respect out there, scored some wonderful goals. She deserves another opportunity for Team Canada. Give it to her. Give it to her. These are the gems, the hidden gems that you need to discover if you want to go again to an Olympics, to a World Cup, deep into the competition.